Hello, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into some new research that asks a really critical question for our AI-powered world. How do we actually maintain quality and trust in our work when our tools are, well, doing some of the thinking for us? I mean, this is the big one, isn't it? It's a question that students, writers, and researchers everywhere are wrestling with as tools like ChatGPT just become a normal part of our daily lives. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We'll start with the problem everyone's facing, then we'll peek under the hood of the tech itself. After that, we'll unpack a new solution, a framework really, and finally see how it actually works in the real world. Ready? Let's get into it. Right now, generative AI is absolutely everywhere in the research world. But here's the thing. There are no clear rules. It's kind of like the Wild West. And that's creating a whole lot of confusion and some pretty serious risks. You see, you've got this two-sided coin. On one hand, the potential is just incredible. These tools can chew through huge data sets or break down language barriers in a flash. But on the other hand, if you use them without thinking, you open the door to huge problems: plagiarism, ethical messes, and something called research waste, which basically means we're just cluttering up our collective knowledge with junk. So, to get the good without the bad, we first have to understand what these tools really are. To use these tools the right way, we really need to look under the hood. And what you'll find might surprise you, because they are definitely not the super smart search engines a lot of us think they are. At their core, things like ChatGPT are built on what we call large language models, or LLMs. Now, you should think of an LLM as an incredibly sophisticated prediction engine. It has scanned a mind-boggling amount of text, and it's gotten really, really good at one thing: guessing which word is most likely to come next in a sentence. It doesn't know facts like we do. It generates stuff that looks factually correct based on statistical patterns. And because it's just a prediction machine, you run into four major challenges that any researcher has to know about. It can hallucinate, literally just make things up. It can take the biases in its training data and make them even worse. And since its answers aren't set in stone, you might not get the same result twice. Oh, and you've also got privacy concerns. So yeah, this is not a tool you can just put on autopilot. So, if that's the reality, how in the world are we supposed to use these things responsibly? Well, a team of researchers, Moorhouse, Yo, and Nejadghanbar, have put forth a really clear and practical framework to help guide us. They've built their entire framework around 5 essential elements of what makes a study high quality, basically adapting tried and true principles for this new age of AI.
And it all builds on itself, which is what's so smart about it. It starts with transparency. You have to be totally upfront about how you're using AI. That leads right into methodological rigor, where you have to prove the AI is actually improving your work, not making it weaker. Of course, all of that has to be guided by strong ethics, to protect people and their data. And the goal is to create societal value. But all of these depend on one final, absolutely critical element. So while those first 4 ideas are kind of like updates to the research rules we already have, the authors add a 5th one that they argue is the real game changer for the AI age: human accountability. The point here is that no matter how smart the tool gets, a human, the researcher, has to check the work and take full responsibility for all of it. Now, this isn't just some abstract, high-level theory. The whole point is that it's designed to be a practical guide, with really specific questions that researchers can ask themselves at every step of a project. And this is really where the rubber meets the road. This framework becomes a powerful, real-world checklist. For transparency, it's asking, can you list the exact AI model, the version number, even the prompts you used? For ethics, can you guarantee you've protected your participants' data? And for human accountability, the question is so simple but so profound. Can you, the researcher, stand up and say, I am accountable for this entire study, errors and all? And that really gets to the heart of it. AI is an incredibly powerful assistant, for sure, but the researcher has to remain the captain of the ship. The ultimate responsibility for whether the work is accurate and has integrity, you just can't outsource that to an algorithm. So this framework gives us a vital roadmap for navigating the challenges of AI in research today, but it also leaves us with a huge question for the future. As these tools get even smarter, even more integrated into how we work, how is our idea of human accountability going to change? And that right there is the conversation we all need to be having.